teach students to cross their fingers over their thumb or cross their thumb underneath their other fingers. This is great preparation for octave scale playing. So on page 46 of the All-in-One Book 2B, we have a wonderful technique page. The thumb often moves under the fingers, as we know, and oftentimes the other fingers move over the thumb. So there's Papa Haydn, and he has 2 paths. I suggest that we ask our students to play 1 full path every day. So path 1 could be the day after the lesson, path 2 would be the day after, then they go back to path 1, path 2, just so they are not ever bored with this exercise. So we want our students to play molto legato, and we want our students to roll their wrist from note to note. So it's important that when they play this particular exercise, that they're always feeling continuity and fluidity in their wrist. Nice, soft, flexible wrist. Now, the wrist is very good idea if the wrist comes up on the second finger. Drop, then roll, and then the thumb is ready for the next note. But we do not want the thumb to pull itself underneath the palm. This is one of the worst technical things you can have your students do, because this causes a lot of tension throughout this muscle. So we want to make sure that the wrist comes up. The thumb is pretty much behind the second finger, and as soon as the thumb plays, the rest of the fingers prepare the next keys. It's really important. Right, then they're preparing the next keys. The other thing we want to make sure that the student doesn't do is twist their hand, their wrist. Okay, the next one in path number 1. So it's a good idea to not leave the thumb again underneath the palm. So that actually the thumb could do a nice slide out to the A, even though that's not the next note it's playing. Still have it slide out to the A, and then come back to the C. It's probably going to be easier to see in my left hand. So here, my thumb is going to go behind my second finger. I'm not going to push it up underneath the palm, because that causes tension right through here. So instead, we're going to let the second finger and the hand come up, and the thumb will prepare for its move. The moment the thumb plays, the other fingers will prepare over the next keys, like that. And then the next exercise. So the moment we bring our second finger over our thumb, let's go ahead and just bring out the thumb. Let's slide it out so that it's on B, just so that we don't hold onto our thumb underneath our palm. So tucking the thumb under the hand and moving it back and forth halfway across the palm is unhealthy and incorrect, because it causes tension in the hand. So I know other methods say this, but that is really old school teaching. So let's eradicate that myth from now on, that the thumb needs to be tucked under. There is a wonderful pianist Dinu Lipati, who thought about this particular technique for many months. And he started to really think about how he could shift his whole hand and then slide the fingers out to the keys that are coming next, just like I showed you today. And he said, my gosh, after 10 years of that, he said, I have been playing for the last 10 years without keeping my thumb under my palm, and I play so much better, and I feel so much better at the instrument. So on page 47, here we have Chopin helping our students to do this just one-line melody, where there are some crossovers, like here, and here, there's a little parrot play at the bottom of the page.